Let's see. Hi, Heen and Rainey and Dan and Nico and Amy and Paul again. Hi. Hi, Susie. Hi, Jill. Your little picture that's comes up is you and little sweet little Miranda. So adorable. And she's all grown up now. You're muted, sweetie. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Jill.
Hi, Jill.
Hey, Megan. There's another Meg that's here. Do you go by Megan or Meg? Doesn't matter. I mean, now that I see y'all at the same time, I'm like, you look like each other.
Nico, hi.
Oh, hi, Venerable hi, Venerable Condola.
Good to be here.
It's good to hear you. Hey, Carmen. Hey, Chitra.
Hi, Linda.
Hey, Linda.
About 7 on YouTube.
Hey, Linda.
Yeah.
How do you do the candy white or the Krista Neal? How do you do that with just bringing the name up?
Condola just has her video off. So down in the bottom left corner of your screen, there's like the mute and unmute little microphone thing, and then right next to it is the little video thing.
Stop video.
Icon. And if you click that video, it'll stop your video. Yeah, and now your box just says Paul Hansen.
Thank you very much.
I can't see your lovely face, so you should put it back on. Yeah, Aaron just suggested that at least put your video on when Geshe comes in and says hello, because he likes seeing all of your lovely faces too. Oh, Geshe is here. He might be circumambulating. Hold tight. Okay. We'll go ahead and get started. We'll start with the 7-limb prayer, page 35 in the Gold Prayer Book. Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind. I present clouds of every type of offering, actual and imagined. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the merit of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until the end of cyclic existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for living beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of all others to the great enlightenment. And then the short mandala offering, page 9798. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru for continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this as a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. O holy and perfect pure Lama, from the clouds of compassion that form in the skies of your Dharmakaya wisdom, please release a rain of vast and profound Dharma, precisely in accordance with the needs of those to be trained. Idam Guru Ratnamandala Kam Niryatanami. And then Refuge and Bodhicitta. Geshe, would you like to lead us in that? That's page 98.
Sanje
Chodam Sanghe Nala.
Dage Chushen Jebe Sonam Je Dola Penja Sanje Doma Sanje Chodam Soje Chonam Janjo Bodo Lane Dage Chushen Jebe Sonam Je Sanje Doma Sanje Chodam Soje Chonam La Janjo Bodo Lane Dage Chushen Jebe Sonam Je Dola Penja Sanje Adala Memena Mea Jian Wono Jajala Phe Tono Choga Jaba Namo Sanje Sura Rabdo Shishin Tebe Junjuba Didara Sheje Tampe Chunye Jindere Sheje Namola Yeke Dalo Dane Jinge Tibonda Dame Yeke Nando Kunya Nama Jana Tampe Kedanda Chete Ando Kange Tuze Nyesonya Tawa Donje Bambe Tampe Chunye Tenze Kodam Jala Chakse Oh yeah. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, here? Oh, that's much better, much closer here. Good evening. Good evening, Chitra Matra. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks like the last page. So, like, I think, what we are reading?
Well, last week you decided to teach like a goat, I think.
Ghost?
A goat,
A goat.
where you pick little bits here and there.
I mean, the topic is like,
I think we were moving to patience.
or patient, or okay, patience. The one that I think there's still some left from the mindfulness. Only I thought I put the right book, so maybe it looks like now. I think this is the right book, yeah. So yeah, I think it's called like guarding alertness. Guarding alertness. If you're walking with, if you are taking walk with your friend in the forest, and you are aware of your conversation, whatever conversation that you are having with your friend, at the same time you are aware of the path that you're walking on. So that's kind of like separate set of like awareness. It's kind of like guarding alertness. So when you meditate, especially like when you do like not the analytical meditation or review meditation, because your mind has to be active. When you do review meditation, you are probably reviewing some material you memorize and try to review that, so the mind needs to be active. Analytical meditation also, you are like brainstorming, so that requires a lot of thinking. Concentration meditation, single-pointed meditations. When you do the single-pointed meditations, so then there's always risk. What do you call like the two types of obstacle, like thinking mind. So fast you kind of like sit like this, slowly, like. There's like gross thinking mind and subtle thinking mind. Subtle thinking mind is like a lot of people get confused. They think it's kind of like deep meditation. Actually, it turns out it's like subtle thinking mind. So then mind get very hyper, kind of like overexcited. So these two, what you call excitement mind and the thinking mind, is like become obstacle in order to do like productive single-pointed meditations. That you need to be fully awake. You need to be fully awake. So then the guarding alertness is very much like needed in order to analyze whether you are thinking or you are getting super excited. So or maybe you are just super analyzing, that become, even though generally speaking is good things, but in this case it's become obstacles. So you're trying very hard to focus on one single object. That's what you're trying to do. Try to focus on one single object, so then there's always risk. First, clarities, brightness of the object, clarity, all of that, first one should not worry about. First, just to keep your mind on the object, the single object. So that's the most important things to make sure that your mind remain on the object. So then that's what guarding alertness, analyze whether you are singing or not singing. So this is how they translate in English called, Tibetan is called Shijin, Charache means like analyzing, or Charache. So maybe one page, then after that looks like, I think Linda is after that. Maybe this is like, so then after that it looks like it's conscientiousness. Conscientiousness is not the patience. It's after that.
Could another word be attentiveness?
Yeah, I did bring the bright book, so.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't matter, so this one, maybe last time I forgot to. Now, Sunday morning, reading His Holiness book. Wednesday night, reading His Holiness book. There's two of them, look very much same. Looks very much, outside looks very much same. One is thicker. So I think today I brought the right book. This is the right one. But now, not because of Linda, because of so the topics. So that's why I mark. So maybe I didn't mark correctly.
What chapter is that?
Huh?
What chapter?
Chapter that you see, you're reading the same book?
I think so, it's in English.
The first one is the benefit of bodhicitta.
Yes,
Second one is purifications,
yes,
conversion. So then the third one is how to generate bodhicitta.
yes.
Then the next number 4, conscientiousness.
Yeah, and this book calls it carefulness.
Yeah. So are we there on this topic?
I don't know if it's carefulness or attentiveness.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So the number 4,
Carefulness.
did we finish that or no?
I thought we did.
So then next one, we finish that.
Chapter 5,
Yeah.
attentiveness. That's where I'm not sure, Geshe. I thought we did because I had
So
asked.
there is where my confusion rises.
I had asked if we were moving to patience, which is chapter 6.
Oh yeah, so
So I'm not sure if we did chapter 5 or not, attentiveness.
So as I said last Wednesday or Sunday, when my teachings are like goat eating grass. So we skipped the chapter number 5 now. We reach chapter number 6. Or, should we start chapter number 6 then? Patient?
Sure.
Okay. So please be mindful. Otherwise, next Wednesday, then maybe jump another chapter. So that's if you wonder, this is like the root text is called, maybe most of you are familiar. It's called like Guide to Buddhist Way of Life. Guide to Buddhist Way of Life. That's the root text. This is a commentary by His Holiness. If you are not familiar, so the root text is called Guide to Buddhist Way of Life. Okay, that's the root text. The patient is chapter number 6, which has the most page, chapter number 6. In this chapter, His Holiness, in this chapter actually talks about the patience, Livutupa, chapter number 6. Some days on the chapter number 6 and chapter number 8. So the Guide to Buddhist Way of Life has 10 chapters. The last one, there's like, some say, composed by Shantideva, or some say not. Anyway, that's entire chapter is dedications, dedication. So now this is the important one. Chapter number 6, subject, patience. Sunday, chapter number 8 talks about concentration or single-pointed meditation, or you could say samadhi, in Sanskrit, samadhi or concentration. So, chanchu ji sim jungsu tumbi liu, so chanchu ji sim jungsu tumbi liu so ta is what His Holiness 14th Dharma is saying here. Chapter number 6 and chapter number 8. Out of 10 chapters, these 2 chapters mainly explains the importance of actualizing bodhicitta. Liu dingi ji nandu yubi menga nam ji nganzu nyamye le nipa chimbushi duntubs. Whatever practice that Shantideva was mentioned in these 2 chapters, chapter number 6 and chapter number 8, is very beneficial. That's why it's beneficial. So I think this is how the chapter number 6 begins. The root text. Kawatondo sabayi jina deje chuna leje hayi ne gonje kondo chigi chungoje. Moment of anger, one moment of anger, how much it destroyed talks about the downside of the anger. Kalpa, I'm not sure, like don't remember or didn't study very well at the monastery when we were studying Abhidharma Kosha, and like kind of boring. I kind of found it's a kind of boring subject, but it's not boring. When I was a monastery, we all debate, we are more interested to debate. So then there's this chapter, Kalpa, I think the chapter number 3, I believe chapter number 3 or 4, it explains about Kalpa. I think there's a eon, like there's a way to count. So I kind of get bored when it comes down to eons and also comes down to atoms. There are so many names, different names, so I was not that interested. So then, if you have no interest, you don't put effort. If you don't put effort, there will be no result. Same thing that here. Unfortunately, not much result when it's come down to eon here. Kalpa, 1,000 eons. So you have better idea. So the same like eon, you say eon? Eon. You understand eon? Oh, that's good. So that,
Many years.
something like that. There's something like there is many things. Jinda Geshe Chola, so Jin, generosity. Geshe Tathagata, Sanskrit called Tathagata. Geshe refers to victory one, enlightened beings. Che offerings. Lekche, all the spiritual practice. This is the root text. This is the word of Shantidevas. Lekche, all the positive deeds, or you could say merit. Physically, mentally, verbally. There's got 3 doors. That's how you create merit. All of them. So much merit has been created, like physically, mentally, verbally, of making offerings, like giving to the poor, offering to the holy beings, all of that. One moment of anger, it's kind of like depressing, but the one moment of anger will destroy all the merit. That's what Shantideva said. What we need to learn, so that we should not get discouraged or depressed, what we should learn is anger. We need to see the anger is something very dangerous. Rather than worrying, oh, how much merit I lost, then you don't get the point. The point here is one moment of anger, how much destroyed your peace of mind, And that's more practical way of looking at Shantideva's message. Shetantabi now move on to the next. Shetantabi dibame, shetang, strong word. Really, not just angry, really angry. Almost like all the ground turns to something red. You're so angry, like that. Raging anger, raging anger. Shetantabi dibba means, like a non-virtuous act. Dibba, non-virtuous act. So in Christian, there you say, what do you call, in Christian you call sin. So to give me some explanation, what the meaning, definition. What it means like, tell me something, how you define sin.
Anyone out there want to take a
Yeah, just give me explanations, how you define sin. Do people like to hear that word or no? Do people like to hear? Why was that? Why? It sounds like punishment or what? Huh? It sounds like punishment.
Like unethical.
You know why people don't like to hear word sin?
Because it's bad.
Uh,
Bad action. We're getting from someone on Zoom.
It sounds like,
someone from Zoom say bad actions.
Yes.
yeah, I was
bad.
going to say, it sounds like, you know, you're being chastised or punished. You have sinned. You know, you are. It feels like somebody's coming at you saying you've been wrong. Then there's of course the side where you feel within yourself that you've done something wrong, something unethical. When you hear sin.
Yeah, very good. Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
I always felt like there was a judgment towards the person when you, like, sin is very closely associated with sinner, like as if the person themselves is bad. That it's not just an action that's separate from the person. There's a very, I always associated it with a judgment and a lack of character and a sort of, you know, sort of the opposite of what we would think here, where there's an action separate from the person, but it was very
That's
judgy.
very good. Yeah, that's why people don't like to hear.
Venerable Kondo, did you want to add something?
Well, I was just going to say the word sin came into existence with the Judeo-Christian, you know, Judaism and then Christianity. And sin sin specifically means violating one of the 10 commandments that were the rules for conduct laid down by God. So it's an externally imposed judgment, you know, and nobody likes to be judged. As a makes sense. I mean, just kind of it's just a little historical background to how sin became used in our culture.
And Neely offered a definition from the internet, which is an immoral act considered to be a transgression against divine law. That goes along with what Venerable Kondo is saying.
So I don't know what to say. That's good. So now moving on. So thank you very much. That's good. So I just want to know, just curious, you know, why people are so upset of this word. Shadanta dipon sabata be koto teve sela nindin to not so because kind of it drains all your energies, positive energy when you get angry, you know. So no need necessarily need to think from the religious point of view. Just think of a practical point of view. When you get angry, how you appear. Physically, you become very unattractive because nobody wants to be around. Even your pets, kind of like the dog, they just slow. Dog sense, you know, dog sense. I'm not sure cat, dog sense. They just goes. They say that you are not happy. Then no benefit. So we need to be wiser. We need to wake up. Don't practice that for sake of religion. There's no need to think from practical level. So this is, even though there are so many negative thoughts that we have, anger is the worst. You know, no need to believe, analyze. No need to believe. Shantideva didn't ask us to believe. You know, Buddha give us full freedom, analyze. Sejetabe, seshindos. Sir, gold, chi, cut, dar, rope, sick, burn. Why you do that? Hoping to get the pure gold. That's why you burn, cut, then you have the rope on the rope. Make sure there's not like slightly mixed, so that's you how find the pure gold. Gelon takam, Kienam, in the sutras, Buddha Shakyamuni said, Gelon ta, all the bhikshus, probably they are close by. All the scholars were not here. Serje Dave Seshindos. Ser, che, gold, cut, dar, rope, sick, burn. Likewise, Lekba Tala, Ngaikas, that's exactly that you should do my teachings. Analyze. That's very clear, very clear. Lekba Tala, Ngaikas, Lawa Chais. After that, something useful, take, practice. Kuichiri means, this is a strong word, don't take out of respect, no good, no good. Down the road, you start to think, oh, turns out it's not correct, too late. Therefore, right now, analyze, ask, question, much as possible, get to the bottom, what's the true meaning of the teachings. So if you find something very useful, helpful, then take it. Buddha give us full freedom, all the Buddhist followers, we have full freedom to analyze, we don't have to accept anything. What you say in America, when you reach to aha moment, so then, yeah, you are the one who reached to aha moment, so not Buddha already reached that long time ago. So then you accept, okay, or like that. There's no like destructive emotion like anger. Is that true? Time to analyze. There's no practice like patience. Therefore, therefore, whatever ways that you can practice patience is good for you. Sometime understanding of nature of samsara, yeah, definitely will deepen your. It will help you to practice patience because you ultimately understood the situation that everybody who is part of the samsara, everybody has issues. Everybody has issues. Complicated one, not easy one, complicated one. So that with that knowledge, then you probably, there's a reason or the foundation that you can show some patience or practice loving kindness because you understood the fundamental level, your understanding of samsara is very good. So when you look around, whoever is not free from samsara, if they reach nirvana, they are free from samsara. Other than that, there's complications. So then, there's a possibilities. You may, with that knowledge, your compassion could reach way beyond your family relatives. Because everybody is going to the same issue. So then, we all talk about perfections, try to be perfect, there is no perfection in samsara, there's no perfections. There's no perfection. Everything has, complications. So, just knowing the nature of samsara automatically reduce all this unnecessary stress that we just, generate, not knowing the fact. Nazo suji kumbhashas. Nazo means various way, various method, various way. Not just one way, various way. Participation. So that various way included, just think that you are saving your peace of mind. That's all. There's one method. Don't think that, oh, I have to do. No, you don't have to do. This is the kind of mechanism I try to practice because I want to save my peace of mind. So the best mechanism to protect your peace of mind is practice patience. Now the question is when you need patience. When you're having good time, you don't need patience. If somebody's bothering you, then there's a great risk you may lose your peace of mind. There's three types of patience. Able to tolerate difficulties. Able to tolerate difficulties. Your thinking is not narrow. Now your thinking is vast and deep. You are thinking. You are not looking like this. You are like. Now your mind is very much open. You're looking at the situation from the holistic point of view, not just narrowing down on something. Oh, this person dead. Not like that. No. Because you've gained so much knowledge. Your thinking is like. It's bigger perspective, it's not narrow perspective, bigger perspective. You are thinking from the deep, wider point of view. You are thinking for your view become much, much wider, So, Natso is like various method or mechanism to practice patience, sake of your happiness. If you are happy, I used to say like things like, think good, you'll be happy. When you're happy, you'll do good things. And I've been repeating this many, many years. Think good, very true. Not also there was root text, 2 stanzas. Now see what his only says. Control you better, Gewajumi Nuba, Tabushi, Shekala Majors. Yeah, you get jealous. It doesn't like, you don't see you don't see much expression in your face. You don't see much expression when you get jealous. When you get angry, your face turns red and like scream and shout. None of them looks good. That's the result of anger. Contrary to the what is only saying is, none of the other disturbing thought has that kind of like energies, like anger does. None of the negative thoughts. Of course, jealousy is not good things they have, but anger is the worst. So that's called meditation. You think about the downside, drawback of anger. You meditate. That's called meditations. What is the meditation? Thinking. Then trying to familiarize, or maybe repeating. Oh, there's no like such a destruction emotion like anger. So it's repeating Shantideva's word, reminding yourself, that's called review meditation, then analyzing, then analytical meditation, then being like aware, concentration meditation. Unfortunately, this is the only way. What other way? To stop anger, stop anger. What other way to stop anger? Simple way doesn't work. We all know. What other way? So how to stop my anger? What's the other way? There's no alternative. Unfortunately, there's no alternative. You can numb yourself, drink drugs or drinking something. Probably next day you'll throw up. Because that's not really healthy. Means there's no other disturbing thought has that kind of energies that anger has. Very true, just analyze. Sometimes people do get angry, that's probably like sometimes people get so angry, like really, really angry. Really, really angry. So then, like just right after they analyze how much energy has been drained, a lot of energy has been drained, and you are embarrassed, you are not happy, not because this is like not able to control. Control kiji chiki chang tsudim suwa tans. Control kiji chiki chang tsudim suwa devashibuna chubu. Shenla jimba tangla suwa chokpa teni kawa tongdo sabi gewe le nam chumshi. Tengu ma kondo nimi tabushi kanda mes. Whether it's really practically destroyed like eons of marriage with one moment of anger, hard to say, hard to say, hard to say. But what it does, it's very obvious what it does, it destroyed all your positive energy. You left with zero positive energy. So that's the fact. We all know. So there's no need to go to Shanti Devas, but Shanti Devas explaining. Then you see at the airport people fight, like the store people fight. When you look at them, it doesn't look good. So they are calling them, each other calling them. You're sitting there, you see, you're kind of witnessing. When you get angry, somebody else sees you, same thing. They are to the park, to the movie, and then people everywhere, people, no good words come from their mouth, because everybody is now like completely dictated by their anger, the emotion that they like completely become. Are they evil? No, they are not evil. The Bodhisattva feel bad. Bodhisattva feel bad because they can control their anger. And Bodhisattva don't judge. Bodhisattva don't judge. They just feel sorry. So that they hope that you wish, they hope they wish they can teach you and how to control your anger. They very much wish, you are able to control your anger, so they just feel sad. They kind of sympathize with you, but problem, if you got some phone, in your hand, clearly walking in the garden, all of a sudden, you can pick it up. Somebody can remove. Complication or problem, Buddha even up in here can remove like this. Everybody needs to do their part, so that need to take responsibility. The hoping that somebody will come here, does everything for you is unrealistic. So we need to do our part because you are capable. You are capable. You have Buddha nature. You are capable. No. That's not what His Holiness says. I'm just eating up all this. So, yeah. So I'm not sure practically how you measure eons of marriage destroyed by one moment of anger. But the point here, anger is very dangerous. That's what we need to understand. Anger. Getting angry for yourself or angry for somebody else, that's the last, that shouldn't rely. Tele do this opposite. Sabani nganzu kondre shewan to jurwa michibi nimbo denda meba shingilas. Soba, patient. What patient does? Patient won't let you controlled by anger. That's the patient. The best antidote for anger is patience. But require, easy to say. Because it's written here, and I study, easy to say, not easy to do, require a lot of thinking. Like I say, selfish mind is there. Since from beginning this time to till now, we have to admit it's there. We can't pretend, it's not there. It is there. It's there. We don't see, this attitude, only think about yourself, there's nothing wrong. Yeah, this is not good. It's not good. Rani It's like chronic disease that's never been healed. Never been healed. Rani chebo zumbi chongne des. Midya dunga chebi jutones. Need to see that is the one causing all these problems. Is that true? Analyze. No need to believe. Analyze. Penjen of the Chujin, the great Tibetan master, said, the practice called Guru Puja, there's a practice in there, Rani Chebo Zumbi, Chongne, Midya Dunga Chebi jutones. Oh, clinging so tightly on self, just for, it's not reasonable, it's just for yourself, that's all. Nothing else, just for yourself. You cannot survive peacefully, happily, within the community, within the family, if you have this. Because you are sick, you are kind of like not well. You are not well because this is, Benjamin of the Chujin consider there's a chronic disease that's never been healed. Should I believe? Analyze. No need to believe. No need to believe. No need to believe. This is need to study. And just analyze day by day your life, what went wrong. The past few months, there's so much problems arise. How much did it cause by your physical body? Very little. How much did it cause by your thought? Oh, there's so many of them. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Tell it to the Swabanesa, patience is the best antidote to prevent you to stop, or prevent you to control by anger. Right? Sebe nganzu nimombe tsadung means heat, suffer, so much heat, so much cold causes by, not literally heat or cold, but that's the physical body suffer. Like yeah, the heat wave, the cold. But like this, these are the kind of same things, same effect caused by anger. Sweba, patient, disturbing thought. Sadung is like hidden cold, suffering of hidden cold. Dunganam said is that the meaning here, all the problem caused by anger will be stopped by practicing patience. Do this for yourself because that's your moral responsibility. That's your moral responsibility to help yourself. Don't just, get sad or like feeling down, looking down on yourself, hating yourself. No good. Why you do that? No good. Generally speaking, life is already complicated. Why are you making more miserable? Doesn't make sense. Don't say that you love yourself. You don't love yourself. You just say. If you love yourself, then you help yourself. Then you can really say, I love myself. Then you can really say. Otherwise, just between lips. That's what you just say when you talk to your friend. That's what then you say. Then you don't really mean it. You just say, Can be critical. That's not how you improve. You don't improve. As I said, if you look down on yourself, if there's some benefit, then you can do. There's some benefit you can do. Thinking about suffering, if there's some benefit, then then you can do. If there's no benefit, why you do? Doesn't make sense. This teaching is all meant to help us, liberate us. If it doesn't become liberator, it becomes more source of stress. It's a waste of time. It's not doing any good. Need to contemplate the benefit of patience, the drawback of anger. That's how you practice. Some the mind that wanting to practice patience, that mind needs to be strong, unshakable. Oh, one day, maybe, or tomorrow, forgot, not like that. That mind or desire needs to be very strong. I really want to practice patience, sake of my family. So like, otherwise situation can turn into negative like this, doesn't require much. All of a sudden you're having good time, all of a sudden somebody says something, finish. Nobody's talking. That happened. It's not in the text, it happens. Day to day life, it happens. What happened? Somebody says something, somebody's not happy, two people are fighting, everybody's not happy. That's what happened. You could practice patience, you could show some compassion. Why you take this situation so seriously, you could control, but we don't like, nobody is sacrificing. Everybody's standing very firmly on their feet. Nobody is sacrificing nothing. How you reach to the conclusion is impossible. Impossible. So then when you remember this message, then that helps. Simjiri, same Guru Puja, composed by Penjin Lomsachi, same text. Simjiri Rechi and Narme Pes. If some reason, if you have to leave fire pit, it's not just spark, fire pit, eons, not just 1 minute, eons. For what? Just to help one sentient being, one being, living being. So now you wonder, like, how much, how you get this kind of courage, like that kind of courage to sacrifice, willing to sacrifice, that kind of strength and the mindset. So then you look at the situations that it's nothing. Because you make it so serious, it's nothing. You are not have to live like you are even seconds in. There's somebody talking like eons in the fire pit just to help one sentient being. Could be cockroach, hard to say. Where they get this kind of courage? Meditations. So then if you remember that will protect your peace of mind during that situations. But it won't happen like that. Review meditation, analytical meditation, very much needed before. It won't happen like that. That right there, not that easy. That's why being consistent, that's what you call daily practice. Why daily practice? Very much needed. It's not easy. You don't become like that, You could become like that slowly, not right away. That's why being consistent and having a daily practice helps, okay? Even then, sometimes you fail. Please don't misunderstand that I'm doing this. No, I'm just talking, that's all. Just talking. But all the struggle that I say, that we all face, I face, you face, everybody face. That's not pretending, everybody face. We have to admit. One of the best antidote, just talking sweetly, doesn't help. Need to be practical, need to admit, need to take some responsibility. Always everything's fine, that's not true. This is not fine. Need to admit and take some responsibility and try to grow, go higher, think, put some effort, think, sake of your own peace, happiness, just help a little bit, think. So then everything will be fine, even though it looks like, sounds like first moon, there's only slightly white, don't see much, get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So then full moon, it's all full. It doesn't become like that. Full moon, there's a process. That's why according to the Vinayaka Sutras, that sutra, which is like 700 pages, where they talks about monastic life, how many clothes and how monks should eat, or the sutras called Vinayaka Sutras. according to the sutra, the calendar, like there's like calendar according to king, royal family, they have their own calendars. So the monastic, they have their own calendars. Not now, no longer, but used to be. So Vinayaka calendar, the month begin with 16, not 1, 16. That's how the beginning of the month is hot, no light. Full moon, right after full moon, there's no light. Struggle. Then 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, then go to become the half month fast. First, there's the half month. So some light. Month end with full moon. Oh, so that's the reason why the Buddha count the calendar that way. Yeah, we all struggle. There'll be better end. So like the cycle of the lunar calendar, according to like the Buddhist teachings, not like the king Buddhist teachings. So that's very much struggle, then liberation. So okay. So that wanting to practice patience, now you understood, the anger is so like no good, so I heard, read these books been written by Shantideva, our 8th century, I'm here 21st century, how many centuries ago? Yeah, people are struggling then, now, for good in the future. Shantideva did, modern day, you could say, Shantideva did thorough study. And I sometimes jokingly call this an anger management program. The best, organic best. Is the best one. So why this chapter has so many pages compared to other? Oh, it's difficult. That's why this chapter has more pages. Umala Juba. So this is the another text composed by Indian master Chandakriti, Nalendra master Chandakriti. Davatapa, Chandakriti. It all talks about shunyata. So now see here, quantum physics, here West, people, wow, for Buddhists is nothing new. It's nothing new. It's not new. It's not like Nagarjuna taught thousands of years ago. It's nothing new. Quantum physics is like, this old ideas already exist long time ago. Well, now it's the parallel universe, multiple universe. For Buddhists, is nothing new. Nothing new. So now here, West people, wow, like for Buddhists, nothing new. It's not new. It's not news. So now the Chandakriti, Master Chandakriti, Umara Jubali, Diru Geve Le Shepani, Chudim Sumada, Sanje da, Chanju Semana, Chubabu, Jimbe, Lela Soba. Tony Tobe Tabchi. So now talking about the same thing, Shantideva. I think the Chandakriti came before Master Shantideva. Shantideva writes, and I quote Chandakriti, because make sure that people don't think that I'm just making up. No, I'm just repeating something that's been said. Master before me, so kind of like showing the origin of the teaching, Oh, so the same meaning, okay, so no good. Tony Tobe, Tabjisa, Tobe, Gewa, Nakumji. So now just think. When you get angry, like very angry, so then we because say things that usually you will not say. When you are calm, or you will not say, maybe you're too embarrassed to say, but when you get very, very angry, then you will say things. So then the word, kind of has like, people don't take very lightly. So then there's like so many wounds in their hearts, like been created by a word, and not just one, all kind of wounds. Then create all kind of negative mindset to rise, and that person maybe start to trust you, now doesn't trust you because what you say, all kind of disturbing thought that you are very much disturbed. Very much disturbed. You have no peace. How you can smile? You can't smile because you have no peace. It's all unfortunate things follows up. So you may probably did something good a few years ago. Person like I say, other person don't use this as a credit to not to get angry. That person just like that person don't like even you bring this up, that person nothing nice thing to say about. So all kinds of, that's why making offerings, all of this, so on and so forth, etc. That's all the good things that we did, all of that probably will be like Kangje Laksup, they're saying in Tibetan, Kangje means footprint. Footprint. You see, oh, nice footprint, then you come like hand, go like this, the footprint is gone. Kangje Laksup, you have same saying? Kangje Laksup. So that means don't erase the good things that you did. Footprint refers to good things, good deed you do. The hand just go like this. Now you can see footprints gone. Kangje Laksup. Say do something nice, then your actions kind of like erase that. Because they're saying in Tibet, that's not part of teaching, but it's saying in Tibet, Kangje Laksup. Oh yeah, so now the Chantakriti has been quoted by His Holiness Dalai Lama, kam kome sim kumjigi dibi gezam kama mishinda minus. So that we don't need to go that. This is more like for debate. The kam koma means higher realm, formless realm, form realm, desire realm, three realm in Buddhism. Now maybe after a few years, they maybe scientists talk about three realms, but Buddhist is no news. I want to let you know now. They don't talk about three realms, maybe they will talk about three realms. So for Buddhists, there is no news. Oh, yeah. So that's called kam koma, kam koma. Don't know, kondro is it. So there's only two virtuous deeds that's not been disturbed by anger. What are those two deeds? For the sake of knowledge. Okay, for the sake of knowledge, I will explain. The virtuous deed has not been affected by anger. There are two of them. Toni tope gyawal. Toni. Shunyata, Toni. And in English words called emptiness, that has not my substance. The emptiness means people hear nothing is wrong. It means something very profound. It's not nothingness. Emptiness. The shunyata, I always prepare this word. Tongni, in Tibetan called Tongni, Tongpa. So if you really don't have Dharma knowledge, Tongpa could means like empty, just empty. Ni means, it's not ni two, ni means just. So in Tibetan word, you have to understand, otherwise you could hear two whole. There's no two whole. You are talking about suchness, emptiness. So long time ago, when the Tibetan teacher comes with the shortage of translators. Sometimes people speak, they have no knowledge, they never studied Dharma, so they know how to speak English. They translate, they say, Tongbani, they just hear two whole. Then they translate two whole. It's not two whole, like whole. Two empty whole. It's not two empty whole. That's called emptiness. So that translator clearly has no enough knowledge to understand. Shunyata, Toni tope gyawa. So this, so I think da zin, tambo ngashe, da la shi. Master Chantakirti. Madhya Minga Avatara text entering into the middle way, English text. No, they're composed by Narendra Master Chantakirti. In their text, it says these texts are not loose sentence. Some of the books they just long sentence. Some of them has only 7 syllables from beginning to end. The author is so scholar that every word has 7 syllables from beginning to end. Not easy to write. So much to say, you just kind of like summarize into 7 syllables. Each line has 7 syllables. It's hard to write. So those masters, they're very scholar. In that text, the entry into the middle way by Master Chantakirti, Abhisamaya Alamkara, Abhisamaya. Madhya Minga Avatara, Madhya Minga Avatara. And it is Tangbu Ngashe Dala Shinju. In the text says, Tangbu, right from the beginning, become attached to yourself. Is that true? Tangbu Ngashe Dala Shinju. Then from there, my religion, my country, my people, everything, that's how all the complications begin. Sujunchun means, I think there's some part of Indonesia, Thailand, or maybe somewhere like remote part that you see in the farm. There's like wheel, there's a water wheel. It just go round and round, it just goes round like that. One bucket goes, bring the water up, then goes down, the same bucket, like that, there goes Sujungu Chungur. So this is like becoming attached, then becoming attached to everything else. It just goes round and round and round and round. Till we are part of samsara, it goes round. When you reach nirvana, their cycle has been break. So then now it doesn't go round. So therefore, in Buddhism, generally speaking, in Buddhism, analyzing the very self that you are attached to. Analyzing very self that you are attached to. Defining self, how you define the self that you are so attached to. Me, I, like, I'm so angry, I'm so miserable, I'm not happy, I'm so happy. That I, do you have any clue how you define? So much books been written, so much the analysis has been done, so much study has been done, how to define self. Why? Because everything began from there. So right from the beginning, you become attached to self. You may have no clue what you're clinging on. Now think how you define self. Is your body or what? Your body or what? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it that you are so clinging so tightly? What is it? Everything has been built on that. What is it? What is it? So I think Buddhism is the only religion that talks about shunyata, emptiness. That's the reason we have, it's not like looking down. That's why you have problems accepting Creator. There's no Creator. Because the concept of shunyata, it doesn't allow you, like there is no eternal Creator. It's impossible. When you think of shunyata, that's not. It's not like they're going against like some other beliefs. No. Shunyata. So now that see what is it? Juma Chepas, quoting the sutra, quoting a sutra. That's what I use every day to help myself to gain some understanding, some test. What is shunyata? Very much like to experience, but hard. just to have some imprint in my mind, so try to do review meditation daily basis. So using this, like what you call, things that those like Sutra, the king of Samadhi, the Sutra, the king of Samadhi, or concentrations composed of Buddha in that Sutra. Jumachava Thagi Sutru des. Illusionist, create illusions. What do you see? Illusions. Jumachava Thagi Sutru des. You see, illusionist create illusions. What do you see? Illusion. Yes, that's what you see. Illusion. What kind of illusion you see? Oh, see a horse, beautiful horse, or elephant, or bird, or squirrel, rabbit, cat, whatever that might be. Doesn't have to be elephant, so you don't have elephant here. So India, we have many elephants. Here you don't have elephant, so you can use cardinal, bird, cardinal. Juma Cheba, illusionist, create illusions. What that looks like bird, or flower, or trees, or whatever. Or if you're very much into kale, then it looks like kale. If some illusionist show kale, I'm not going to go watch. So if you like, so then you can. What is happening is just created by illusion, it's just created that you see. So I'm not sure nowadays that kind of illusion exists or not. Before, they kind of like map environment, say 1 mile square, they do something. The moment you walk in, your eyes been tricked. You won't see what illusion you won't see. So the sutra, Jumachava Sutra, the Tata Lambo Shinano. What you see is not there. What you see is not there. Not just see, not believe. You believe there's horse. It's not horse, it's just illusion. What is the difference between you and the illusionist? You both see horse. Different illusionists know he created, he don't believe. You not just see, you believe. Is this what's happening? When we see things, that's happening. There's like that probably might happen in the down the road. At the beginning, it's hard. Everything looks real. Second, chita permission in milamnas. Dream of younger women, in the dream of younger women, giving a birth, a child, so happy. Happy in the dream is not really happening. And the child passed away and very much hurt. When you wake, it just happens in dream, it doesn't happen. But all kind of emotion rise. That, So now the time is like that. So then Shantideva himself, I think chapter number, the wisdom chapter. So when you read, you see there. So now way to meditate. Like first ask yourself how you define yourself. How you define yourself. Did you ever thought about that? If not, maybe it's good to think. Maybe you may get some benefit. So the Tasin Dan Varshantideva said, so teeth. That's not me. Is that true? That's true. You don't think that you are teeth, it's you. So now screening every single physical part. Teeth. Am I my teeth? No. So am I my hair? No. Nail. Am I my nail? No. Am I my bone? I'm not making this up. You can read Wisdom Chapter, Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, is there. So that doesn't done riba. Am I my bone? Answers no. Am I my blood? Answers no. No, so that doesn't done riba trauma is Shatan. Am I my flesh? No. Am I my skin? No. What do you call something that comes out?
Snot.
Huh?
Snot.
Snot. Yeah, not. Am I my snot? Probably that's the last thing probably you say. Then you say it very loud and clear. No. just example. There's like I think like 14 lines that in Western chapter by Shanti Deva. Just meditate, just sit. You don't have to sit like this. Just, just a cup of coffee, just sit in your phone porch. Just think. Especially if we are not familiar with this meditation at all. If you are very familiar with this meditation, moment somebody make you angry, if you meditate, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen to you. Nothing. There's no reactions from you. There's nothing. Other person get just tired, saying no reaction. Meditating, analyze. What kind of conclusion you reach? What kind of conclusion you reach? In the end, what do you find? Just guess what you're going to find. If you analyze what you're going to find in the very end, what are you going to find? No? What are you going to find? What are you going to find? If you, emptiness, nothingness, that's not quite good. So, so now see, now you only read text, mere I, merely imputed I, merely imputed I. Oh, now you understood a little bit, now what it means like. Merely imputed by on what? Aggregate. You are called John. You are not born as a John, you are somebody called you as John. Oh, this room doesn't become like your office. When you build a house, you label this is your office. Then that's how the room becomes your office. It's not just, now you act like this is like, it just becomes office by itself. Doesn't become office itself. But we don't think like that. We don't think like that. That's unfortunate. So if you reach the conclusion, like I said now, merely imputed self. Now you kind of like get some ideas because you went through every part of your body, didn't reach anything. Does that mean self is gone? No, self is very much alive because self is the one who's meditating. So then people, when they do deep meditation, people do get scared like they, say, nothing. There's nihilism. It's not really nothing. It's something very profound. So then, this like absolute self, the concrete self, kind of dismantles. Then everything that built on that goes to dismantle. So then, color. 대다 곰니 초축이스 유도 나와 지샤야 나주시 못하지다 내주 점발하기 час. What will be the result? Whatever that appears in front of your five senses, you analyze them thoroughly. Then you may see the reality. Right now, so much has been projected, you only see the projection, you don't see the fact. Because fact is 1%, that 90% is projected, it's hard to see the fact. Number-wise, 90 is much bigger than 1. 1 is the fact. Tedakomni Tsotruk is you Tsotruk, 6 senses plus 6 mental consciousness. You don't know what Chishaya. Everything that appears for us is something serious, so solid, nothing change. Sorry to say, this is all ignorance, sorry to say. I'm not the one who's saying it, it's already been said. We don't analyze, we just go with the flow, just go. So this reminds me like long time ago, maybe some of you have seen this like white letter, why is it letter? I'm not sure how you say it. I even don't know how to say it. It's like the word white, written in black. Somebody pointed, what's that? It says black. The word is white. Now, like, is that happening in our day-to-day life? How to say? So that white now written in black color, that black is maybe mainly imputed on word white. The word white also mainly imputed. Somehow I got very interested, just like here, I only saw in America when I came here. I'm not sure, what do you call this trick?
It's like a brain game.
No, brain game. That's interesting to hear the brain games. So, nangzu shimu tashide. Shimu means thorough analysis. Means when you do thorough analysis, it takes time. You don't react. If you don't react, there will be no reactions, right? If you don't react, there will be no reactions. Only reaction happen when you react. There will be no reactions, like shadow, only there's shadow because there's some kind of physical form, then there's shadow. It's not physical form, there will be no shadow. So, nangzu shimu tashida, nizu jembal hangi charas. So then you see the realities, like, as I said, in my hometown, Sikkim, the border between Tibet and India, like very, very high, like 14,000 feet above sea level. The eastern part of Sikkim, very, very high. No heat, so then your mother wash clothes, and maybe your shirt washed and hang there. Night, it can become froze. Frozen. Now, there's no indoor bathroom. You have to go like at least 2 minutes outside. There's no light. Here, everywhere light. There's no light. Look. And somebody's coming towards you like this. In your mind, there's ghost. It becomes ghost. You're not like kidding. You are really serious. It's ghost. There's somebody coming towards you. And not just you, and you tell all your family there's ghost, and maybe they may be kind of all afraid. So then comes like with flashlight, look. Turns out that you are short. So you created this head and everything. You create eye and everything that you created. It's just you are short that the mother died there. That happens. What's the best way to overcome? Try and find the reality. What's the reality? So, if you do thorough analysis before you react right away, maybe that don't go to the fear, but we react right away, so we don't see the reality. So then, everything kind of mess up. So, okay. So I'll stop here, sorry. So I have many things to say. When it's come down to Shunyata, I have many things to say. So, but, so now point, if somebody asks why you analyze, everything begins with this clinging so tight on self. We should have some clue. We must have some clue. Things that we hold so tightly, we should have at least have some clue. It's not 100% clear, some clue that where you're holding so tightly. So that's the benefit of teaching of Shunyata, okay? Chapter number, probably chapter number 9, the wisdom chapter, from the root text, chapter number 9. So you read there, so there's like, don't just read the root text, it's hard to understand. Need to read some commentaries, root text itself. There's all stanza, there's like certain number of syllables. So much be hidden underneath that that's what need to rely on the commentaries. So then read, so then I hope you'll benefit, okay? Please let me know when you find self, okay? Yeah. Good night. Anybody watching on YouTube, good night. Oh, yeah. So do dedication.
So dedication prayers are on page 235 in the Gold Prayer Book. Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, may I quickly attain the state of a Guru Buddha and lead all living beings without exception into that enlightened state. May the supreme jewel bodhicitta that has not arisen arise and grow, and may that which has arisen not diminish but increase more and more. Just as the brave Manjushri and Samantabhadra too realize things as they are, I too dedicate all these merits in the best way that I may follow their perfect example. I dedicate all these roots of virtue with the dedication praised as the best by the victorious ones thus gone of the 3 times, so that I might perform good works. I dedicate whatever virtues I have ever collected for the benefit of the teachings and all sentient beings, and in particular for the essential teachings of perfect, pure Losang Dragpa to shine forever. And then the short, long life prayers, first for His Holiness the Dalai Lama on page 244. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. And then for Khyentse Rinpoche on page 245. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Awatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And then for Lama Zopa Rinpoche, page 244. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers, honoring the 3 jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. And then we'll do Tara mantras for the long lives of Geshe Gelek and Geshe Sangpo. We'll do 7 of those. Tare liberates from cyclic existence. Tutare liberates from the 8 fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Good night. Good night. I hope everybody's good night. Maybe some of you are good morning. Yeah, good night. Oh, yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Night, thank you.
Good night.